turn the camera off, it'll fucking go on.
Jump. Soon you can edit that down, so that'll be
yeah, I know.
attempt number 1.
So, as you can hopefully see, we've got the flywheel for the 28 chucked up in the lathe. As you can might be able to tell, it's got a good bit of surface rust on the mating face, so what I'm going to do is I've got a carbide tip tool in the tool post. We're basically going to just skim this face to make it nice and clean and give it a nice fresh surface to contact on the clutch. So I didn't film putting this in, but I had to put it in, clock it centrically and clock the face, so to make sure there's no discrepancy in this cut and the mating face to the crank. Make sure everything's still like nice and true. So yeah, we'll just take like, probably take like 0.1 of a mil, if that's going to be a very light skim. Right, so I've set the machine to 70 RPM, so not too fast. So we're just going to quickly do a little touch off on the clean part of the flywheel, right on the outer edge of the mating surface, and then yeah, we'll run the crossfeed across the face, and that'll be it, hopefully. Looks like there is a few high and low spots in the face, so this pass might not fully clean it up. So as you can probably tell, the disc was, it must be slightly wider at the top of the face than the bottom, because it got to a point where it just wasn't cutting anything. So what I'm going to do is, instead of touching off on this side, I'm going to touch off on this side, on the inside edge, and then face out to hopefully get it all where it should be. It's machining quite nice with it being cast steel. It is machined, it's getting like a nice, pretty decent surface finish on it, so, and it's not being aggressive on the tool or anything. So yeah, we'll touch on the inside edge where hopefully it's a bit deeper, and then face out instead of in. still not fully cleaning up. Just going to set up a dial gauge so I know exactly how much I'm taking off. Right, set dial gauge up on the carriage so I know that I'm taking 0.5 off this face with this pass from that cut. So it's a very minimal. I'm trying to take as little off as I possibly can. That's it. Well, that's pretty beautiful if I do say so myself. That's come out really nice. It's going to need a good brake clean. Good dose of brake clean, that is for sure. But that is one skimmed flywheel. Here's a close-up at the surface finish. But yeah, that's come out really nice. I'm happy with that. So that's ready to be thrown back on the car now. All nice and flat. If anybody does want this service, you know where I am. Never leave the chuck key in the chuck. Ever. Yep, there she is. Like brand new, lads. Brand new. All the stuff.
Not gear on it.
Nice.
I know, right? It's a good job that's a time.
YouTube enjoyed that.
Good job you're using that as a time lapse, right?
Yeah, right.
You can pause it for 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Just to hear.
Oh, hang on. Plate.
Oh, you're on, yeah. Maybe that is. Shit. It's alright.
I'm not entirely sure what that does. But
It's a shame. You need it.
yeah, I think it spaces the bolts correctly.
Yeah, so they don't go up to the bottom of the crown. Whoops.
Hey, it worked.
It's one way to go about it, isn't it? You can see the Loctite had gone all nice on the threads. Alright, you don't need shit though. You put too much on it, you never get the fucking thing out again.
Just Loctite. Flywheel bolts, always. It's not worth the
Are
risk.
we missing one? Two? Where the frick? Oh, they're up here, look.
All this video is going to be is you, baby.
And I wolfed that KFC like fucked it, didn't I? Yeah. Competition for the win.
You can't see that on camera.
So what I fucking want, mate. You know what I am?
not in yet, Ben. Why isn't it in? Get it in.
I know. Fucking messing about.
This will be good. Do you reckon if the 100's enough to turn the engine over?
Oh yeah.
Of course it is. We've got something to put on the back end.
Put a spanner on the crank bolt.
What size is that?
17, 19. Try 19.
Yay! I've got to play that game. Fucking where is Hollis? There we go. There we go! That is not a fucking 19 at all.
Where is it?
21.
Ben's a fucking nonce. Ben is nonce.
Nonsense.
Ben's nonce in the Flywheel.
All day, all night, nonsense. That's getting left in.
Is all the audio getting left on as well?
All of it, yeah.
Yeah, good.
That ain't big enough.
Fuck. See.
Which is it?
Melons.
Make sure you do a couple of laps as well.
That's it.
I'm watching someone cook a steak with 2 irons.
Isn't it fucking bad for you?
I want to see the outcome though.
Of what?
A soldier cooking a steak with 2 irons. He's lubed one of them up with butter.
It'll work. It'll work
I
nicely.
want to know what he's going for though. Is he going medium rare or well done?
Fresh clutch.
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
Thanks to Lamb for pressuring me into getting the new one.
Show me
I was
what one,
just gonna shot the old one. Well, I had like an upgraded one to put in, but Lamb guilt tripped me into putting a new fucking full clutch kit on it. So here we are. Does this tell you which side is the gearbox side? Yes, it does. It's that way. Yeah, it's just a look clutch kit. Comes with the wheel, pressure plate and throwout bearing. Just a Euro car parts special.
No, mine, thank you.
I've used before.
But it does the job.
No.
Stop talking to me in that old stuff. I don't
Right.
get it.
They haven't brought out a metric fucking
They haven't, have they?
sizing for sockets and tools and shit, so that's all we've got. It's going up. The box is on. It took us way too long to figure out how to pick the fucking thing up. But yeah, it should be ready to go in. I've had to redo the belt, the timing belt, because it was a bit slack. Had to take all this off again. Gearbox was a bit of a twat to get on, but it's on. And we also had a nightmare finding all the right hardware, because the zinc coaters absolutely ruined our lives and put everything in one bag, so everything's just mixed up.
To be fair, they did fuck it because you bagged it all up before you put it on. Like,
Yeah,
it was all separated.
I separated it and then gave it to them, and they were like, "Oh, we're just going to put it all in one fucking bin,
Yeah.
and then you can have it back." And good luck finding out where
Why
it
am I
goes.
going this high with it?
You've got to go quite high.
Yeah, but we need to move it before we go high.
Yeah.
Do you not know anything about fork trucks and your stability triangle?
Yes,
Ben?
I did actually drive a fork truck for a long time.
What does it tell you on your training? The
Also, do
stability
you,
triangle.
do you reckon we need to take the bonnet off first?
I didn't even realise it was on. Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we'll do that then. Right. Cut
I'm-
2,
I'm-
taking the bonnet off.
Take.
So I'm going to take that pipe off as well. Well, it's in. It was a chew, but it's in. Gearbox mount still needs putting on, doesn't it? But it's sat on the engine mounts. So, cheers, boys.
No props.
Much appreciated. Would not have wanted to do that on my own. I got it out on my own, and that was bad enough.
You did no box on also.
It did have a box on. It had everything on it when I took it out.
Just went easier.
Yeah, it just seemed to be a lot easier than putting it back in. Yeah, may or may not have used a seatbelt when I took it out, but yeah, it's in. Engine's in the car. So, but now pick it up and put the gearbox things on.
Yep.
Sweet. Right, well, we're all packed up. Engine is back in the 28, which is a weird sight to see after it being so long that it hasn't had an engine. So it's really nice to see it back looking like a car, or somewhat near a car. Still loads of work to do, obviously, to get the engine to run properly and all the plumbing and the wiring and stuff like that, but hopefully it doesn't take too long and it's not too much of a task. But big thank you to Elliot for helping me put the gearbox on and clutch. Tom, Caffrey and Lamb for helping me put the engine back in, as well as all the other help just sort of through the whole process. Big day, really happy. Some more big news coming as well that happened today, but I won't put that in this video. This will just be 28. So yeah. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.